From Omro down to Mayville, from Rosendale to the Ledge, and everywhere in between, it's time to get you caught up on everything happening in the Flyway Conference. This is the Flyway Focus Sport Report, your home for the best whip-around coverage of your favorite local teams. Now, with all the latest, here's Jordan King.
Good Monday morning to you. Hope you had a great weekend. Let's start this Monday morning, as we always do, by circling back to Week 4 Flyway football with final stats. We had the stats from Mayville's 63-8 win against North Fondy back on Saturday, but a reminder of those. Joe Promersberger, Tanner Schneider, and Landon Baker all scored twice on the ground for the Cards. Promersberger had 75 yards rushing, and Kevin Keller added 64. Mayville did not attempt a single pass in the game. Winnebago Lutheran's 42-6 win at Campbellsport was the first of the season for the Vikings. Gannon Schwartz threw for 43 yards and a score. He also rushed for another 50 and a touchdown. Frankie Wiedmeyer led WLA with 78 yards rushing and a touchdown. Nolan Dragolovich had 28 yards receiving and caught a touchdown pass as well. 5 different Vikings scored on the night. Campbellsport's score came on a Kenneth Herman to Levi Bent's touchdown pass. Springs defense has yet to give up a point in conference play. The Ledgers beat Lamira 17-zip. Xander Lenz threw for 97 and rushed for 37 yards for Springs. He scored the opening touchdown. Will Stellmacher struggled to find space in the game, but he finished with 30 yards and a touchdown. Jackson Saba led the way receiving with 45 yards. On the other side, Keegan Kell threw for 98 yards, 34 of those going to Hunter Dooley. The Lions' potent rushing attack went for just 34 yards on the night. And Omro got a 14-11 win in Week 4. Lucas Kasabuski was terrific. He threw for 190 yards and 2 touchdowns, one to Carter Lux and the other to Parker Kasabuski. Keegan Miller rushed for 78 yards. Laconia completed just one pass on the night, a 57-yarder from Drake Nitz to Graham Lemonez. Jack Renz rushed for 82 yards, but Renz still has yet to find the end zone this season. Those are your stats from Week 4. Mayville, Springs, and Omro all sit atop the conference with 2-0 records. On to the Holiday Automotive scoreboard from Saturday's action. Starting in volleyball, Laconia took second at Lourdes Academy's invite. The Spartans beat Oshkosh North, Hilbert, and then Lourdes twice before losing a tight 3-set match to Division III number 2 Living Word Lutheran. Kensley McCauley had 55 kills, Bailey Gable with 69 assists on the day. North Fondy also at the tournament. Only 3 matches were reported, and they dropped all 3. Winnebago Lutheran finished 4th at the Ripon Invite. The Vikings went 3-0 to win their pool before getting swept by both Northland Pines and Southern Door in bracket play. Haley Wolf had 85 digs, Jill Pino 22 kills, and Addie Supernand had 8 aces for the Vikings. Omro was also at Ripon. The Foxes went 1-4. Campbellsport and Mayville were both at Beaver Dam. The Cougars went 3-2, including a win against Mayville. Ellie Smith had 33 kills on the weekend for the Cougars. Mayville went 2-3, wins against Horicon and Waukesha North, and losses to Campbellsport, Germantown, and Beaver Dam. Springs was at Dodgeland. Only 2 matches reported there, a win against Dodgeland and a loss to Cambridge. And finally, Lamira was at Watoma. 3 of 5 matches reported there, all losses for the Lions. In boys soccer, Winnebago Lutheran kept it close but came up short against Sheboygan Christian, 3-2 the final. North Fondy United lost 1-0 to Beaver Dam and 3-1 to Oconomowoc. Did not receive any results from Lamira or Mayville at Watoma. Finally, Springs boys cross country took 3rd at Roncalli on Saturday. Carson Kaufman placed 16th. Declan Tuig, Evan Seal, and Thomas Fouch finished 19th, 20th, and 21st respectively. Springs girls were 7th. Zosha Gill placed 12th. That's Saturday's Holiday Automotive scoreboard. Holiday, it's worth the trip. Coming up today, Springs tennis at Roncalli is the only varsity action. That's it for today. We're back in the morning with more. For the Flyway Focus Sports Report, I'm Jordan King.